Move this over here for a second. You got me smiling. Oh, y'all, let me put this right here. There we go. I'm sitting in my room today on Hurricane Wednesday. Me and Nene, I was so excited about Nene's interview today. Nene that has the mobile salon. She took a bus and made it into a mobile hair salon. I was so excited about that interview today, you all. I moved it to Friday because of the hurricane. I really wanted to go inside and see Nene and see her mobile salon. Fact is, me and my former hairstylist, I presented that to her about 2 or 3 years ago. I was like, girl, I would not name names. I was like, what you could do is, instead of being confined to a brick and mortar, and then people have to come to you, find a way to do a mobile salon the same way that people do food trucks. Now you're not confined to one space, and you can go to the person instead of them coming to you. You don't have to say, oh, okay, I'm on the south side, but they live on the north side. No, you just come to the person. And that stylist kind of dismissed it because they didn't dream big. Everybody can't dream big. A lot of people do dream big, but they won't follow the dreams. I don't know why. They won't even try them. Because my thoughts is, if God drops something on you, he wouldn't drop knowledge in your head, give you an idea that could not be achieved. That's just how I feel. So, when I saw that Nene had that mobile salon, it blew me away. And you know I love pink. It's the same color as my shirt, my kitty pink. So, the fact that I presented my loctician 3 or 4 years ago, hey, Mr. Al, hey, Big O, hey, Charles, I presented my loctician 3 years ago that idea. I said, hey, instead of buying this new car that you're buying, maybe you should think about getting you a mobile salon. Nobody in Jacksonville has one right now. I say people getting food trucks. So instead of getting, like how they did a food truck, the reason they get a food truck is so they don't have to be tied down to the brick and mortar, and then the clients have to come to them. Make it easy for the clients. And then you can put your logo on the side, the phone number, and everybody see it riding up and down 95 and I-10. That would be just an awesome idea. I said you could configure it out, get somebody that know about engineering to help you figure out how to put the sink in there to wash hair, the humidifier, just whatever you need. They didn't do it. So when I saw Nene on Facebook, that girl took a short bus and reconfigured it to a mobile salon. And then it's painted pink. And my entrepreneur spidey sense went crazy. Because I was like, first of all, hey, Courtney. I was like, first of all, you had to be thinking. What made her think? That's why I want to interview her. What made her think to say, you know what? I'm not going to be tied down to a salon. I'm going to bring my salon to the people. Then she had to start thinking, hey, what kind of vehicle can I get so that I can put everybody in? Then she thought somebody might have said, maybe try bus. So she tried a bus. And then she said, no, instead of a long bus, get a short bus. So she got a short bus. But then your entrepreneur senses make you think, okay, now I have to go around looking for short buses that are for sale that are not wore the hell out. So Nene had to, first of all, go to school, do the hair, then start thinking, I don't want to be confined to this. What made her think that she didn't want to be confined to a salon? What made her mind say, hey, I can find me a vehicle and I can go around? Then she did do that. Then she had to have her and somebody thinking, okay, let's make this short bus so that it has running water. Let's put a humidifier in here, air conditioner. The engine has to run right. Good tires. Let's paint it loud pink. Let's put the logo on the side. That is marketing and business genius. It's easy to go sit at somebody's job and let them do all the marketing and business. But to think about black women, hey, LaVon, we get our hair done all the time. So this lady decided, instead of doing that, I'm gonna go to the people. And I'm going to configure me a bus. How she did it. She had to buy a generator. She had to purchase the bus. She had to purchase the equipment for the bus. She had to get somebody to put everything in. That's money. I salute her. I was so looking forward to interviewing her because I love to see when entrepreneurs are doing something so outside of the box that a lot of people won't do because they make, y'all, I'm sitting on my leg. They may consider it hard. And for that, there was a lot of thought process that she put into that bus. And many of us might have thought about that before. Hey, Darren. We might have thought about that before, but then we started thinking about, oh, shoot, I got to buy a generator. Oh, shoot. That means I got to put in the legwork to go find the bus. Now I got to find a bus that's not wore the hell out. Oh, shoot, that means I have to start buying tires. I need to do this. I need to do that. So we'll talk ourselves out of our dreams because they seem to be hard. It's a lot of legwork to it. We're raising kids, but we as a grown person, we'll talk ourselves right out of our dreams because it's hard. So if you raising kids and something is hard and you talk yourself out of your dreams, that's what you're passing on to your kids. You're passing on generational mediocrity is what I call it. Because if I'm mediocre, of course I'm going to raise mediocre kids. The only way my child wouldn't turn out mediocre is if they had someone else that was not me in their life to influence them. And to me, that's an insult. Dang. Because I'm so mediocre, my child has to get it from somebody else. So I tell them, think small. If you think big, that means you got to put in action. And a lot of us don't want to put in action, so we go small. And we don't want to feel disappointed. So we rather stay small than feel disappointed. And isn't staying small the epitome of disappointment? Darren, Mobile Barbershop are in effect. Hey, I love Darren. He is so cool. But isn't staying small the epitome of disappointment and failure? Like, to me, that's like the worst thing is for me to never try. Stay small. That's the biggest disappointment and failure I could ever have. It's just to stay mediocre because God just made me a regular chick. He didn't make me a super chick. Even though we sit in church and we say, oh, we're God's child and he's almighty and he can do anything. But when it comes down to it, no, we just stay mediocre because it's easy. And then if we try big and we fail, we're like, oh, it must not have been God's will. Instead of saying, you know what, God ain't going to make it easy because if he made it easy, any one of his kids would do it. We don't try because we don't know if we really have faith or not. We might just be talking shit. Do you know if you really have faith if you never step out on it and try it? And then you make baby steps. You try it, that don't work. So you fail a little better because you learn from your failures. So if you keep doing that, 2 or 3 generations from now, those generations will be great. And that's how I look at it. I'm starting something. So with my granddaughter, I look at it like this. If I'm starting something and I learn how to do an LLC, I learned the difference between LLC, sole proprietor, corporate, all this stuff I'm learning. I teach it to my daughters. They do better than me. They teach it to my granddaughter. That's 3 generations now. On that 3rd generation, what I thought was foreign, she'll think is regular and it's second nature to her. So now my granddaughter, she don't even, LLC, limited liability corporation, just rolls off the top of her head. Like that's nothing to her. It's regular talk. So because it's regular talk, it's regular actions. So now what I implemented, she's going to be great. And then imagine her kids. So what I thought was hard because I had to learn. I had to start from the bottom. I had somebody tell me, hey, you need to go get a business license. I was like, a business license? So I filed through sunbiz.org, got my name, went to the tax collector, got this Kitty's Custom Cleaning as a business license. And that was a sole proprietorship. Then somebody said, you know, if you're a sole proprietorship and they sue the company, they suing you. So if they suing you, you could lose everything because you're under a sole proprietorship, because a sole proprietorship is one and the same. You and the company are all together. I was like, oh Lord. I said, I need to start reading up on this and talking to people. So then I started learning. I started reading books and talking to people to learn the difference. Because I didn't want somebody to sue Kids Custom Cleaning and sue me. So it was fear that took me into saying, you know what, let me learn. And so I learned about the limited liability corporation. That kind of stuff. Thank you, Levon. Levon said you are speaking facts, and I love you. I love you too, boo. But it's just the truth. Are we passing mediocrity to our next generation? And then if we are learning something, are you teaching it to them? Because a lot of us know a lot of things, but we're not passing that on to our other generations. We still have them thinking that the only way to make it is to go to college. When college is the biggest debt trap of black people. They sold us this big ass dream. And honest to God, is the marketing on that was genius. They sold us a dream that got us into debt like crazy. And we still thinking that that's the only way when it's not. Think it from a higher level. If I tell you from a baby, the only way to make it is to go to college. But your parents don't have money to send you. But I keep selling you this dream. So because from a baby, you were sold a dream that the only way to make it was to go to college. And by any means necessary, you take your black ass to college. So you say, I don't care. I'm going to take out all of these student loans because I've been sold this dream that the only way that I'm going to make money is to get a good job and go to college. So by any means necessary, hey, you take out loans. Now you're $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 in debt for this dream that you were sold as a child. It's the biggest marketing scheme ever. And then they constantly raise the price. Every semester classes go up. So they creep the price up. Then the job that you get doesn't even pay you enough to pay back the education. So immediately you come out of college in debt. You got to start paying those loans back. So now that makes you where you got to start working for somebody else. Because if you don't and you default on them loans, that's gonna mess up your credit. So you can't buy nothing. When honest to God, you can't buy nothing anyway because you can't afford. With your paycheck, you can't pay for the student loan. So you can't buy shit anyway. So now you can't buy nothing because you got the paycheck that doesn't cover the student loan. Because you got to pay the student loan because you think you're going to be able to buy something. That's the biggest scheme ever. Especially for PWIs. And if you don't know what a PWI is, go look it up. It's easy. It's a private, predominantly white institutions. They'll sell you those dreams and they overcharge for them. And because we're so brainwashed, we think that that's the way. Like we think that if we go to a PWI, they're going to hire us. Like they're going to look at your thing and it's going to say, oh, University of Florida graduate. You're going to get the job. If your black ass went to University of Florida and they went to University of Florida and y'all both going for the same job, they're going to hire them. I would, because that's my people. I know that my people need money. So I'm going to hire my people first. So we still in the same bucket. At least if you went to HBCUs, they care about you. And it's not as expensive. Well, a private one is, but still. At least you went where it was love. A PWI, you could go or not go. They don't give a damn if you're black ass there or not. They're gonna make their quota with the people in their school regardless. So they're gonna overcharge you and don't even give a damn if your black ass there or not. And you send your kids off to that. So now you don't have a college fund for your kids. It's true, Johnny. You don't have a college fund for your kids because honestly you couldn't afford it. Mr. Al, you get out of college, but companies say you don't have enough experience. Exactly. And the thing is, we think that being successful is working for somebody else because we were sold that dream. They sold it to our parents sold it to us, and we're selling it to our kids. That don't make being successful. That makes them smart. Get a person with a college education who needs you to work for their company because they got to start in 6 months paying back those loans. Now they need you. Like the employee needs the employer because the employee needs to start paying on their student loan. So how about that? Let's go on and do that. So that way the employer's company can keep on growing. And the employee can't even quit because they can't default on their student loans. So now the employer company keep growing and growing and growing. And the employee just staying right at a regular pace. Ain't growing. Stressed out because he hates going to the job of the employer. Too tired when he comes home to work on something for his damn self. So now the employee just living a life of mediocrity. The employer got you coming in on hurricane days because you need to keep your job. So you braving the wind, the rain, coming into work while they on the golf course or at least laid up at home with their husband or wife while you doing all the work. And we be like, oh, time to make the donuts. I'm going in. I'm going to make this extra money. If they can afford to pay you extra money, imagine how much they making off your black ass. It's the truth, Nikki, your black ass. Think about it. If they can afford whatever you're making at your job, I don't care if you're a nurse or a doctor, and you making $50 an hour. If you making all that money, imagine how much they making to be able to pay you that. Diallo says, use the job as a means to an end. It is. But sometimes so many people are so wrapped up in the job that they're so wore out when they get home, they don't even have the energy to work on something for themselves. And then you stay in this big, ugly ass circle. You go to work, you come home, you buy shit you don't need because it immediately make you feel good because you want some instant gratification for going to this job that you don't like. So now you buying stuff that you don't need, meaning you can't even afford to leave the job that you don't like. And you're just stuck. And you teaching that same thing to your kids, this circle. Ain't no way out the circle. Nikki says, job make the company rich. Working for you, your gifts and talents that God gave you make you rich. Exactly. It's just that they was brought up that way and we weren't. So at some point, you got to get out the circle. Believe me, I'm not talking what I heard. I'm talking what I know. I hated Bank of America. I used to pull up in the parking lot and my stomach would start hurting. So I decided I was going to start cleaning houses in the afternoon and on the weekend. Janelle said, you are so true, Kitty. Johnny Wright, Holy Spirit says, start your YouTube channel. The world needs to hear this. This going to be on YouTube right here. I have my YouTube channel. I want you all to look it up. Subscribe. It's Kitty's Custom Cleaning. Just go to it and click on subscribe. This video from here will be on my YouTube. Everything I do on live, I save them to my phone and I put them on YouTube. I want you all to subscribe to my channel because I want to get to 1,000 followers. Once I get 1,000 followers, I can go live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time and double it. I'm going to upgrade this phone, but I can do 2 phones. Dallo, everyone can't be a boss. There are many great and one thing long-term job. There are. But if I can be a boss, I can hire people in my community that they may not hire. So now I'm in essence giving back to my community. I'm a big person on giving back, and I don't mean charity. I mean giving back for real, providing jobs for people in my community. If you give, like a lot of times black people think that giving back is charity. If I'm always just giving charity and not teaching you and helping you feed yourself, if I help you get a job, now you got money, you don't need charity. And the ultimate thing for me is to have a way to feed yourself and not ask for charity. And if you don't want to be a boss, invest in somebody else's company. Most black people, most black-owned businesses such as myself, nobody invests in me. I have no investors. I have nobody that helps me with nothing. So we can't even grow at the same pace because we don't have no friends or family, nobody that will invest in you. If you invest in a black company, yes, you make money off of you. You'll get some returns. Nobody does. So people keep seeing me and they'll say, "Oh, Kitty, you must have got a loan. Oh, Kitty, you must have some investors." No, I don't. I'm a black woman with a soul. I'm an owner of the LLC by myself. I have no investors. I have no business loans. I have no grants. So everything you see is organic. And if my black ass can do it, y'all, my phone is blowing up. I'm sorry. If my black behind can do it, that's saying anybody can. I had my daughters at 17 and 18 years old, meaning I got pregnant at 16 and 17. So if I can figure this thing out, don't tell me what you can't do. Just get off your ass and start doing it. Don't worry about this big old business plan and all of this here. Just start. The law of attraction. Once you start walking in it, it'll start coming to you. And then you'll start wanting to learn more. You'll start wanting to read. You'll start wanting to not watch Netflix during the hurricane and read a book. Dallas says lack of vision and drive stop most of them doing for self. It is. But once you start, you'll start wanting to do it. I promise you all. I used to sit there at my desk at Bank of America and I would watch Orange is the New Black. Knowing I hated my job. And hate is a hard word, but I disliked it very much. But I would sit at my desk and watch Orange is the New Black instead of cutting on Audible and reading a book, listening to a book. So then once I decided I don't like this job, I got to get out of here. I got to figure something out. And I started cleaning at night. I said, I'm just going to start. I started. And then I started seeing that extra money come in my pocket. So I got my paycheck and I got this. And I'm using my paycheck to help with the other business. I started wanting to learn more. So instead of cutting on Netflix and watching Orange is the New Black, I subscribed to Audible because a guy on the other side, he would listen to books all the time. And I found out that he was listening to book in what app. So I went to Audible. And I would start listening to books so I can learn things. And I learned more off of reading books and YouTube University than I ever did with my college degree. That's what took me to other levels and still learning. So I tell you, if it's important to you, I think I may put my phone on airplane mode or something because it's blowing up. But if it's important to you, you will find a way to do it. If it's not important, you won't find a way to do it. That's all I say. That's just like the reason that I put this challenge that I'm doing for myself on Facebook is for accountability. Everybody that know me and that ever hung out with me know I love having me a good drink and having me a good time, which I still have a good time. But for accountability, and I know people watching me, I said I'm going to start putting it on Facebook. So day one of my no alcohol, eating healthy, exercise challenge, I stuck it on Facebook, July 15th. And I said, I'm going to do this. And y'all, I take it day by day, sometimes hour by hour. But I want something. And when you really want something, you go out and you make a way to get it. And I promise y'all, the clarity that I have been having is so awesome. People tell me, oh, look like you done lost weight. I have. That's a byproduct of the clarity and the cleanliness. I don't need all that extra that I had because I don't have all that extra crap going on. So yes, dropping a few pounds was not my goal. Trace, I don't know how to silence them. Hold on, y'all. That was my sister. Did I put it on silent? I don't know. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying to silence the notifications because I'm getting a lot of notifications. But that's a byproduct of the eating healthy, exercising, and no alcohol. The clarity. I'm going to take it off on vibrate. Hold on, y'all. The clarity that I've been getting, y'all. It's something, if you want it. And y'all know, I'm telling y'all. It took me, I started class with James July think it was 17th, 2018. And from July 17th of 2018 to July of 2019, I managed to keep off about 10 pounds. Fluctuate up or down, a little up, a little down, up and down. But that was with eating decently and drinking alcohol. And some weeks, I would have a drink. I would drink at least 5 times a week. 5 days. So when I went to Cancun, but the month before I went to Cancun, baby, I went in. And I tell people I'm being transparent. I went in. I enjoyed myself. I had a ball. I started vacation because I do work for myself. So I can vacation like I want a vacation. I can make this thing work. I can make my life however I want my life. I ain't have to clock in. I can move around, do whatever. So about a month before my vacation, baby, I was going in. I wasn't working out. I ain't exercising. I ain't eating right. I said, I made a goal then though, while I was doing all that. I'm letting it out, my hair down, everything. But while I was letting my hair down, I knew July 15th, when I come back from Cancun, that I was going to reset and I was going to start over. Oh, y'all hadn't read the comments. I knew I was going to reset and start over. So I went in. But I said the minute I stepped into that airport, headed back from Cancun to the States, I'm going there. I'm going in and I'm just going to go in on myself. And I did that. I woke up that morning. I went down to eat. I had me an egg white omelet, some water, some fruit, and I started it right there in Cancun. And I have every day, I'm not telling you it's not a struggle. It has been a struggle. But I know my goals are important. And my goals are more important than me pulling back and not doing what I say I need to do. And that has been the most clarity. When I tell you, when it comes to business, my personal life, I have a lot of stuff going on that people don't even know. I just got personal stuff going on that I'm achieving. Helping my sister start a new business. Helping my mama start a new business. So all these businesses you all see that say Kitty on them, they're not all me. It's the Kitty brand. But they're my family business. Like Kitty's Mobile Bartending. That's my sister Dion. Kitty's Payroll Solutions. That's my mom. That's not me. My mom's been doing my payroll for about 4 months now. And she's really good at it. So I've been having her do the payroll. And like last week, I was sitting up here and I was thinking, talking to a couple of different small business owners that I know. And they've been having, they're learning. So they're learning about payroll. And the reason I knew how to calculate payroll and keep up with year-to-date and 1099 and W-2 and all of that is because my background is mortgage underwriting and processing. With that, I have to know how to read taxes, calculate income, do all of that stuff. So that background helped me with my business. But not everybody has that background. So I started seeing that what my mom is doing for me might be able to help other small businesses. Because a lot of times the reason that the small businesses fail is not because they don't know what they're doing in their business. They're a pro at their business. They're a pro at painting yards. They're a pro at cleaning cars. They're a pro at being a general contractor. Where they fail is their books. Accurately reporting their income. Accurately paying their employees. Oftentimes they fail because they don't have a knowledgeable CPA, because they don't want to pay a CPA, y'all. We can't be cheap. Having a CPA on your team, that's why I pay mine, so I can have him at every beckoning call I need this man. Anytime I need him, calling. So every 5th of the month, he gets his money out of my account. It could be a holiday, it could be Christmas. That man money still come out of my account, but I always make sure it's there, because having him on my team helps me, my company, grow. And I need my company because I know that my employees' paychecks depends on me, so I need to be on top of my shit. But anyway, and a lot of them don't know how to do payroll. Like, for instance, a lot of companies get paid in cash. So instead of They get paid in cash, and then they pay their employees in cash. If you pay your employees in cash, and you can't report that to the IRS. And don't act like the IRS is the black plague. Because, I mean, really, you need to do your shit right if you want to grow. You just have to. There's no way around it. So you need to take that cash, deposit it into your business bank account, and you need to decide if you're going to pay your people $10.99 or W-2. I say $10.99 if you're starting out. $10.99 is where they're a general contractor. So you pay them $10.99. And you pay them with a company check. Now all your stuff is being reported right. We don't want to report our money to the IRS, but if you realize if you report the cash, if you put it in your bank account, it's income. But if you report the payroll correctly, that's an expense. So you get to write it off. But if you don't put the income in there and you don't put the payroll, you ain't reporting nothing. So essentially, you can't even buy nothing because your business can't grow. Because your business look like you ain't doing nothing. Meanwhile, you might be making over $100,000 a year. But if you ain't reporting it right, you can't do nothing with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just real talk. So Kitty's payroll solution is not just a thing where we're trying to make money. No, I figured that was a way that I could give back to the small business in my community. Most people I find trust me. And if you trust me and you know that you know where I live, you know you can put your finger on me, you will trust me with your business payroll. Because you could go hire ADP or anybody like that, but you don't know those people. And when you small businesses, you don't really have the money to hire those people. So I'm making my rates affordable, and we sit down with the small business owner and show them what we're doing, how we're doing it, what they need to provide to us to get it done. At the end of the year, we're going to give you this. You report this to your CPA. He issues you a 1099. Now you report that to the IRS. This is going to help your business stay going. And that's what we need. We don't need a small business just to fail in 3 to 5 years. Or it's a small business and it's 20 years from now and they still super small because they can't grow. Because they trying to hide the money from the IRS or they don't know how to report it. So it's more to running a business than just running a business. And I want to help my fellow business owners. So Friday, I talked to this lady. I put it on Facebook. Miss Harris, Sister Harris at Zion Hope. We went up there and learned about Zion Hope's entire payroll system. How they do what they do. How they keep it up. Blah, blah, blah. Me and my mom was like, oh my God, we could do this. Friday, we went to Best Buy. She bought a new laptop. She bought the payroll system that Sister Harris uses at Zion Hope Missionary Baptist Church on Edgewood Avenue. And we're going to start implementing that for my company because she's using a different system. So we downloaded and worked it all out while we sitting here doing the hurricane. So while some people sitting during the hurricane watching Netflix, making babies. Ain't nothing wrong with neither one, but I'm just saying. Watching Netflix or making babies, making bills if you're making babies. We working on our business. And we working on our business so that we can try to help other businesses. Think about that. The ultimate tithing is to help each other. We all equate tithing with money. But the ultimate tithing and the ultimate karma is to help each other. And like if you look at what I do, I'm in the business of making people's lives easy. I'm in the business of help. When I clean a house, that's helping the homeowner. That helps them free up their time. That helps them be more organized. When we pressure wash houses, paint houses, cut the lawn, that's helping. We're in the business of help. That's what I mean. I'm in the business of servicing. I service people. So just think about that. And so with the payroll thing, I was like, that's another way to help my fellow business person. So everything I do is about help. So when you see Kitty's Custom Clean, it's not just about the bottom line and the dollar. I'm in the business of help. We're in the business. My family is in the business of help. Like my brother has Kitty's Custom Cuts. That's in the business of help. My sister has Kitty's Mobile Bartending. That's in the business of help. You having a wedding and you got a reception. You can't run the business. Run the wedding. I'll call that back. You can't be at the wedding for your daughter and doing the food and doing the bartending and doing all that. It's in the business of service, help. My sister, Jahan Watley Interiors, she redecorates houses, reupholsters stuff. We're in the business of help. When you walk in the house when Tracy is done, it is awesome. So our parents, it's 4 of us. It's me, Dietrich, Tracy, and Dion. Our parents raised us to serve as a service. We service people. So what we're doing is just basically servicing. But it took me to clear my entire mind, to refocus stuff, to realize, damn, girl, you in the business, you help people. In your own way, you help people. And in their own way, they help you. Because I help them with their life. And they pay me to help it. So now with that money, I can invest it back into my house. I can pay my employees. So the money I make from my clients, now I'm paying my employees. And my employees take and spend that money in the community. So now you're looking at our money in our black community needs to bounce around 8 to 12 times. But if you pay me, that's 2. I pay them, that's 3. They go and they purchase something, do something black, that's 4. That's 4 times right there. We can make it bounce even more. That's something I want us to think about. Think about, y'all, I'm taking a notary class, because that's another thing I'm doing. I'm taking a class to be a notary so that I can do closings. And I'm online right now. And something said, hey, stop right now and go on Facebook Live. So my history, I have 15 years mortgage experience. I've been an underwriter, processor, closer, funder, and in registration. So by being a notary, if I take this specific class through National Notary Associates, I can become a notary and do mortgage loan closings. I know all the documents because I was a mortgage underwriter, closer, processor, funder. I was the one, when I was a funder, I was the one, and a closer, I was the one preparing the papers and sending them to the title company and notaries so that they could sign the papers. Then they sent them back to me. I check them all. I go through the HUD. I make sure everything was right before I fund those loans. So I was the person that decided all the papers are right. I'm going to give you now, here, we can release the check. And now you can get this to the title company, can get the check to the seller, and you can get the keys to your new house. That was me. I got a lot of history on me, and I'm glad. But anyway, I'm going to start reading these comments. Latasha says, providing income opportunity is a huge give back to the community. Awesome. It really is. And we underestimate that. Tanya said, good stuff, Kitty. And rich doesn't necessarily mean rich. Working for yourself gives you a wealth of peace, happiness, and appreciation that alone is priceless. Tanya, girl, you hit the nail on the head. Yes, ma'am. It don't mean just rich. I know people that I'm sure they make more money than me. But I know they not as happy, not as content. They have bigger houses, bigger everything. But when you're not content, that shit don't mean nothing. And then if you know at any time they let you go, now you stressed out and you can lose it. Not that nothing wrong. That's why they make the bankruptcy system. Because you can lose it and start all over. But a lot of people don't even know about that. Anyway, Johnny Wright said, let's spread the law of attraction. You're right, Johnny. The law of attraction was one of the, I think it was like the 3rd or 4th book I ever listened to. It was called The Secret. Y'all, The Secret is on Netflix too. But it's all about the law of attraction. They call it The Secret so you'll watch it. But it's really just the law of attraction. And you attract whatever you put out there. So if you put bull crap out there, you're going to get that bull crap right back. Don't forget that. You put out good stuff, you're going to get it. If you say, hey, I want to start doing this part-time and I'm going to make it work. Start walking in it. The law of attraction will get it there. Let me move on. Mr. Al, get the career first, not the job. Then take college courses to improve your experience so that companies need you, not you needing the company. Also, look for companies that will pay your college tuition. Yes, exactly. You are definitely correct, Mr. Al. Nikki said, I just subscribed. Thank you, y'all. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Kitty's Custom Cleaning. It's the same logo as on my Facebook page. I don't change my logo. I try to make everything consistent. So anytime you see Kitty, it will be pink. It will look exactly the same. It does not change. My Google, phone, everything, Kitty is the same. I'm consistent. The Kitty will look like this. But when you see it online, it's white with pink. My brother's is black with pink. But the Kitty logo always looks the same. Diallo says, go ahead and set up investment options to grow your business. Oh, I am. Believe me, I got stuff. I said nobody is investing in me. But I ain't say I wasn't investing in myself. I realized that I got to do for me. And I take a pause on that and I'm dead ass serious. I have to do for me. So doing for me was fun, y'all. I would love to come out. Y'all see, I wouldn't love that because that's spending money frivolously. I was going to say I would love to be riding around in Mercedes or whatever, looking all good. But then again, to me, that's, at this point in my business, that would be frivolous. So I could. But that would be frivolous right now at this point. If I was higher, if I was at that, then when you see me doing that, at least know I'm at the $1 million mark. Right now, I'm in this. I ain't going there with my money. But anyway, I ain't going to take it. But anyway, that would be frivolous. So I'm not doing that. Tracy said, Jahan Watley in tears. That's my sister. Charity gives a man a fish. Investing in your community teaches a man to fish. Exactly. Often, let me tell y'all something that I thought. I did not think that that the business he put on my heart and told me to start, I thought that business was just for me. I thought that my business was just to get me out of the situation at Bank of America. And I'm giving y'all, I'm being heart to heart, dead serious with y'all. I thought that my business, Kitty's Custom Cleaning, was only for me. It was to get me out of Bank of America and get me started and get that pressure off my heart and my stomach. I was feeling, ugh. Come to find out, that business was not just for me. That was the gateway. It helped me, but it was the gateway to my family. It was the gateway to get my family to start being a business. It was the gateway to provide jobs for my community. So what I thought was just for me, come to find out, it's for right now, it's like 10 more people. I started my business. A year later, was it a year? I don't even know if it was a whole year. My brother decided to leave his job. He was always doing maintenance. My brother has over 20 years in maintenance. He decided to leave his job and step out on faith and start doing maintenance for himself. Kitty's Custom Cuts. He's an LLC now. We're still growing. My sister, Dion, had recently graduated for college and was looking for a job. Come to find out, she helped me. So now she's my team, one of my team leads. My sister Tracy has a degree in architecture, works at Bank of America, always been awesome at designing and doing all of this stuff. Now she has Jahan Watley Interiors. You all see her in the notes. She does so much, y'all. I got something in about 2 or 3 months that I'm going to reveal. I'm not going to put it out there. And I'm going to let y'all watch the stages of the growth. And she's going to be one of the major people in it. I'm going to give y'all something to look at. So keep that. Remember what I just said. But I didn't know that me starting Kitty's Custom Cleaning was the gateway to self-employment and entrepreneurship to all my siblings. But my mom and daddy, they were married like 29 years. It's 4 of us. Each one of us are now entrepreneurs. All 4 of us. I'm the oldest. So me, Dietrich, Tracy, Dion, we all have our own companies. I didn't know that I was the gateway to start it. I didn't know that I would eventually hire people. Started off hiring people in my family, then hiring people outside of my family. I didn't know that I would actually help other people pay their bills from my dream that God dropped on me. So, if he can drop that dream on me to be like that, imagine what I really can be doing. What I'm really supposed to be doing. Imagine how far I'm supposed to get. And that's another reason that I said, you know what, Kiki? Y'all, my family calls me Kiki, and I call myself Kiki. Kitty, I love Kitty, y'all. I love that girl. But my name, everybody calls me Kiki. So if you know anybody that really knows me, they'll say, hey, Kiki. That mean they grew up with me or they somebody in my family. So I said, Kiki, you got to do something. Because if you doing all of this, and you still have this stuff over here going on, imagine if you let that stuff go. Where God taking you at, girl. I said, oh, that's going to be hard. But hard is just hard. Hard isn't impossible. It's just freaking hard. So I said, bump it. July 15th. And I said, I'm not saying I'm never going back to drinking. Because when I go on my birthday cruise, I'm getting a drink package. Yes, ma'am. But anyway, I said, I got to let something go so I can get other things. And these other things aren't just for me. They're for my community. They're for my family. And like that, I just did. And believe me, y'all, I be tiptoeing some days. I be like, I just want a glass of Moscato. Like I was watching Greenleaf late last night. And they're drinking that wine. I thought, I could just drink a glass of Moscato. But at this point in time, I really could drink a glass of Moscato. I could, if I wanted to. But the reason I won't is because I made the promise to myself. I said, no, you're going to wait until your birthday, October 30th. So literally, I could, and I could not lose clarity. I could not lose focus. I could not gain a pound. Because I've learned to do now, it's been 52 days, down near 53, in moderation. So I got space inside my system for it. But the reason I won't do it is because I made a commitment. If I make a commitment, I stick with my commitments. That's why y'all don't see me in every other relationship, all on Facebook with a man every other time. Every 4 months I got a new boo. No. Because if I make a commitment, I'm in. So I don't commit to no bull crap. Because I know if I make one, I'm in. So you don't see me, you don't even see me on Facebook with nobody. Because if I make a commitment, believe me, when you do see me on Facebook with somebody, it's real. And we probably have been married a year before I put that shit out there. But anyway. But if I make a commitment, I stick with my commitment. I made a commitment to say, okay, I'm going to make my own money. I stuck with that. Next year, I'll make 5. I made a commitment to say, okay, I'm going to exercise, eat healthy, and not do this alcohol thing. And I'm doing it. I made a commitment back when I was young to my daughters, and they don't even know this. I mean, they know it because of the actions. I had my daughters at 17 and 18. When I had my last daughter, Monique, I looked up at my mom, still in the birthing room at Baptist. I looked up at her, and I said, Mom, I'm not having more kids. She said, oh, no, not right now at all. She said, maybe one day, but not now. I said, I'm not having no more. Because I knew when I looked at her face, and I thought about my other daughter's face, I'm starting behind the 8 ball. I'm behind it. And in order to give these beautiful, precious babies that I made that are all mine. They're their dads too, but I look at my kids as mine. They mine, and that's mine. So in order to give them every single thing that they need and love them like they need to be loved, I can't keep making a whole bunch of babies. I'm already 18 with 2 behind the 8 ball. So I made a commitment to my daughters at birth that I wasn't going to have a whole bunch of them. And I've been married since then. My husband, the type of man that I married, he had custody of his son. So I had a son because I had my stepson. So I had a son and 2 daughters. That's how I was. I was married, me and him, son, 2 daughters. So now I ain't got to have another baby. And then them kids ate so dang on much we couldn't. How we go feed the baby? We got to get rid of one of these kids. They drinking 2 gallons of milk a day. We'll be in the poorhouse trying to have a baby. So we didn't have a baby. That was one of our agreements with our marriage, that we weren't going to have a baby. But I made that commitment to my daughters because I loved them so much that I wasn't going to just keep having them, keep having babies. Because now I got to keep pulling from the 2 that I have to do that. And I love kids. Like, I love my daughters to the end of the road, to the wheels fall off, to just to everything. They're my everything. So, because I love them like I love them, that's why I didn't keep just having them. Because if I keep having them, I can't love on them like I need to love on them, and I'm already behind the 8 ball. So I managed to go through college, graduate, get a good job. My first 2 houses that I purchased, built from the ground up, were on my own. One was my first house on the east side, which I wish I would have kept that house, but I sold it. It was so cute. And then I moved to Dunn Avenue, bought that house. So, and my daughters went to private school from pre-K 4 to 8th grade. I did some maneuvering, some boss calling shot, doing some for them kids. Everything wasn't easy and pretty. I'm just letting you know. And sometimes I had to do what I had to fucking do. But they never missed a beat. And I don't even think they realized that we are as close in age as we are. But I made that commitment to them. And if I make a commitment, I stick with it. That's why you don't just see me committing to anything. A lot of people make commitments to stuff. You ain't even got yourself together. So why are you trying to make a commitment to this man about this relationship? You sitting up there so busy trying to learn him and learn what he like and don't like and what's his favorite color and what's his favorite food. And you don't even know your damn self. So you giving him a half-ass woman, but you want him to be a whole man. That ain't fair to him. And then you want to put the relationship ain't working out because of him. You don't even know you. So you think he supposed to just, oh, he gonna do this and I'm gonna be happy and blah, blah, blah. Chick, make sure you happy. Make sure you know who you are and what you like and be a whole person before you go trying to get into this relationship with this man. Now you wonder why he cheating. I'm just saying, that might be a kitty talk out the dark thing. But a lot of times we'll be a half a person and we waiting on somebody else to complete us and we think they're going to complete us and they don't. Because that half not filled up. They are them. I feel like if I'm going to get in a relationship with a man and marry a man, I'm going to give him the best me I can be. I want to be that chick. I am that chick and I'm doing it. So why would I be that chick and just give it away like it's free lunch? You know, you ladies, but a lot of times we give it away like it's free lunch because in essence, you know, it ain't really you a half a person. You know, you ain't really got it going on. So that's why you give it to any man that say he want it. Because you know inside you ain't got it going on. Because you think when you go close your eyes and you lay in the bed at night, you trying to figure out who you are. Do I like to wear lashes? Don't I like to wear lashes? Can I get up and walk out the door without makeup? Can I not? And butt too big? You ain't even whole. What do I really like to do? Do I like this job? Do I like... You ain't whole, but you trying to get you a whole man. And now you done sold him a lie. And he steady trying to hang on in there. Because he thinking that lie you sold him is something really all of that. And now you're mad. And he cheating and you cheating and y'all break up and now you got to start this whole thing over again. When you need to just take some damn time to yourself. Get to know you and be a whole you. Y'all, I'm going to start a kitty talk after dark. But it ain't going to be on this page. It's going to be on my Kitty Lee page. Because I got a lot of thoughts in my head about a lot of stuff. But anyway, let me read some of these, y'all. Latasha says, action eliminates fear and increases your confidence to keep you moving forward. That is so true. Is it LaShawn? I'm sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. That is so true. I tell people, and this is what I have to do every day. I get comfortable with being uncomfortable. I constantly put myself in spots that are uncomfortable, because once I make a comfortable spot, once I make an uncomfortable spot comfortable, I have accomplished a goal and I have increased my confidence. So now what I thought used to be uncomfortable is comfortable for me. So now it's time for me to increase my goals and move on. Because now I done got comfortable over there. So I made myself be comfortable with being uncomfortable. I have those uncomfortable conversations. I go into those uncomfortable spots. I do it. I just like bump it. If I can make uncomfortable comfortable, that means I done got it to another level. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. And my daughters see me constantly doing it. So now they're used to saying, okay, they can be in an uncomfortable spot and make it comfortable. Like my daughter right now, she's in Syracuse. When my daughter was a baby, y'all, she used to be on me like white on rice. I made one move. If I made one step, my baby was making a half. Everybody like, get off your mama. That was my baby. My oldest daughter, Dominique. Now my daughter travels with her job and is gone. If 2 months pass, she's gone for 7 weeks. My baby came in Saturday. Flew in from Syracuse Saturday. Flew out, back to Syracuse yesterday at 11 o'clock. Snap. She's comfortable with being uncomfortable. She's working all over the country, constantly going. And I am so proud of them. My other daughter, Monique, same thing. They good at that. But I had to, if they never saw it, they wouldn't be. Or they would have had to get it from somebody else. And damn it, that's an insult. What Dallo said. I hope I ain't pronouncing it wrong, because you know I say Seabrooks. The journey of 1,000 steps begin with one step. Keep pushing, Kitty's Custom Cleaning. Thank you. Nikki, come through. My daily self-affirmation. Law of attraction. Law of attraction is real, y'all. La Shanta. I hope I'm pronouncing it, Miss Holiday. I love Audible, y'all. Subscribe to Audible. It's an Amazon app. So you might be able to use your Amazon password and sign in, but I don't think you can, because it's a total separate membership. Let me see. Lavon, just put your phone notification on silent. I did, girl, okay? I was like, it's blowing up. Nikki, I'm so proud of you. Barbara said, you are killing it. Oh, woo, woo, woo. I want everybody to join, y'all. I promise you. And it ain't got to be alcohol. Everybody got something that they know holding them back. And if you ain't got something you know holding you back, damn it, you must be Jesus. And I know that ain't true. So that means you a liar. And that's what's holding you back. But if you have something in your life that you know is keeping you from being your best self, if you love yourself, just take it one step at a time. And not saying you're not going to fall back and you got to start over. But just start. I promise you. It ain't got to be alcohol. It could be a relationship you in. You know you love this man, but you know this man ain't the right for you. You know this woman ain't the right for you. You love them. The sex good. But you know that person, being with them does not help your growth. You holding them back and they holding you back. Remember, emotions are just emotions. Acting on them you do not have to do. You can love somebody and not be with them if you know being with them causes you not to be your best you. And vice versa. If you know that them being with you causing them not to be their best self. Just my phone was acting up. I'm sorry. If you know being with them causes you not to be your best self. Many times I find, and I've done it my damn self. I love him. And you so in love with him that you can't see the forest for the damn trees. You being a second-rate you. I'm being a second-rate Kiki. Because I love this man. And I'm letting my emotions talk instead of my brain. Emotions are just emotions. Don't mean you got to act on them. And emotions will change. Breaking up with him will be hard as hell. But 2 months from now, you will feel better. So sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Just take the pain. I done had a dude that I really, 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 really like, y'all. I'm telling you. He lived out of town. I had to get up in the middle of the night, get in my car, and I left. I got to the corner. I blocked him on my phone, on Facebook. I left. This was July 10th of last year. I remember the date. I went on my cruise. My cruise. My trip to Cancun last year. This was 2018. I really like this man too. Oof. Baby. I got up, got in my damn van, and left. And it was raining. Got to the corner, blocked him on everything. I have not talked to him since. Ain't talked to him, ain't seen him, ain't nothing. I had to break my own heart to do what was best for me. And I'm not calling him a bad guy or nothing, but he was not the guy for me. I broke my own heart to do what's the best for me. And many people will not do that. You know sometimes you got to break your heart to do what's best for you. And I had to break it. July 10th, on a rainy July summer night. I got up, changed my clothes, stuffed my stuff in my bag. And I remember him saying, drive careful. I don't even know if I said nothing back. But I got in my car, I got to the corner, I blocked him, I pulled over, I put my head on the steering wheel, I was like, oh. I was hurt. But I had to break my own heart. I could have just went around the corner and came back. I'm sure he was standing his ass right there. Went up them steps like a movie. Because you know how a lot of times people want to believe in fairy tales so damn bad that they'll live one. I could have said, oh, I left. But no, I really didn't leave. I left and went around the corner. It's raining. I could have went back up in the rain. We could have stood there and kissed. I could have spent the night and made love to him all night long. Because everybody want to live in a damn fairy tale. But I did not. I did not. I cried at the corner, blocked them on my phone, and drove back to Jacksonville. And I went on my cruise. I flew to Cancun a couple of days later. Cardi B helped me out. Be careful with me. You don't know who you're using. These feelings you hurt, whatever she be saying. You gonna win the whole world, but is it worth the girl that you lose? And be careful with me. I listened to that in my room. It was so many men in Cancun, baby. I forgot all about his ass. Now looking good too. But anyway. But sometimes you got to break your own heart to get out of shit that you know you don't need to be in. Sometimes we'll rather stay in some bull crap than to be single. Do you realize when you single and you getting your shit together, the world is your oyster. You can do whatever. Like right now, I'm in my room and it's just so comfortable and peaceful. Oh, I could get up and go out in a hurricane and drive to the beach if I want to. I could just do whatever. Love where God put you at. But you ain't gonna never know where he put you at if you got your heart all in turmoil. You know what I mean? I don't know how I got on that, y'all, but anyway, it's the truth. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, you got to break your own heart. Let me see what they said. Robert said, come on, preach. We need focus. It's not love, it's lust. Okay? Okay? It was a good lust too, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna put him down. It was a good one. But I ain't go back. I know I provide good lust too, so he was missing out. Now he really missing out, baby, because this thing blowing up. I can guarantee about what he got ain't measuring up, because I know him. Since I know him, I know he ain't gonna get nobody can measure up or be up above. She might be cute, but because I know him, unless he done made some major changes, he ain't all that. We get caught up thinking this is a person only for a season. So exactly, Robert. Robert, that sex is so damn good, we can't see beyond that. Girl, boy. Okay, the sex be so good you can't even see. And that's something that people need to do with their kids. A lot of times with your kids, you will not tell them the truth. You will sit up there and you tell them, don't have sex, don't this and don't that, and you point your nose down on it. When you know for a fact, sex good as hell. So now, you ain't prepared them for the real world. You could just told them, hey, the reason I'm telling you don't be having sex, because that shit good. It'll make you lose your focus. It'll be so good. But because you never told your child, now your child gonna have sex eventually. They gonna get it from somebody. They people, they gonna get it for somebody. You might be like, oh, I want my baby to go to college. She ain't never having sex. Eventually she gonna go to college and some man gonna get it. And it's gonna be good too, especially when you don't know nothing else. But because you never told the child that sex is good, and you never prepared them for the mindset of, hey, you're going to have to distinguish this because I'm going to tell you it's good. I'm just letting you know up front. So when you do get it, it's going to be good. Don't lose your mind. Prepare them to start thinking. But because you told them stay a virgin and don't have sex, and that's just going to mess up stuff, and you never really told them the truth, the minute they get it, baby, she done lost her mind. She can't think right. She following this dude from pillar to post. And part of it is your damn fault. Because you ain't prepared her for it. He letting this girl drive his car, do everything, giving her all kind of money because you ain't prepared your son for the good sex. I'm going to have to write that down for Kitty Talk too. We need to prepare our kids. Be honest with them. Don't lie. We so uncomfortable that we won't tell them the damn truth. We so uncomfortable with the sex talk that we won't tell them the truth. Now the minute they have sex, they follow this boy. He ain't about nothing. He probably ain't going to college, got a half-ass job. But your daughter, he done had sex with your daughter, and now she can't see right. She thinks she love him, and that's just it. But you ain't prepared her for it. You ain't tell her that sex was gonna be good, and say, hey, you know it's good. I'm gonna tell you the truth. The real is it's good. So you're gonna have to do is once you get it, you're gonna have to distinguish between, is it the sex that's good or is it the person? And you're gonna have to keep on moving on with your life at the same time. Prepare them for this, but we don't. And then we wonder why our son or daughter won't get away from this stupid ass girl or boy. Because you ain't prepared them for nothing. You just let them go out there with the private parts just hanging out, wait for somebody to pick it. Just waiting. So now your daughter should be going off to college or going to the military or something. She don't want to leave. Because he done dicked her down so good. And it probably ain't even good. She just don't know better. That she don't want to leave. Or he don't want to go nowhere. He don't want to go into the military or go to college. Because he don't want nobody else to get it. Because you ain't prepared him that, hey, some little girl out there gonna suck on that thing. And it's going to make you lose your mind. You ain't prepared him. And now she taking all his little money. He don't want to go nowhere. She dogging him out. She calling your house, hanging up the phone in his mama face and everybody's face. But mama, I love her. Mom, it's your own damn fault. You ain't telling me. Shatoria said, don't lie. True, don't lie. LaVon, right. Robert, need to be with the right person. It's more about sex. Mindset is awesome. It is, but it's just something we as parents have to do. Because if we as adults can get blinded by the sex, and we done had multiple sexual partners, imagine how somebody that only had one or two can get blinded by the sex. That's something to think about. If a 40-year-old person can get blinded by the sex, what a 22-year-old gonna do? But the 40-year-old person has the experience and wisdom, or should have the experience and wisdom, to go to that 22-year-old, that 19-year-old, and be upfront with them. Tell them, hey, that shit gonna be good, baby. Speaking of, my ex trying to text me, I thought his number was blocked. Bye. Once you're done, you're done. You're like, I don't even want no parts of that. He could keep that. But anyway, we don't tell them the truth. And then wondering why they act in a certain way when you was never up front. But if you were up front and they act in a certain way, now that's off your conscience. So at least you told them. But if you ain't tell them, and now you're trying to get them to act a certain way, but you ain't even prepare them, half of that is your damn fault. And you know you fell into the same hole. So if you fell into that hole when you was 22, why would you lie to them and not give them the real? You want them to make the same mistakes you made, or you want yours to be better than you? I want mine to be better than me. So what I failed from, I'm going to tell them, so that they don't fall from it. Or if they do fail, they don't fall as hard as I did. Y'all, I'm drinking my smoothie. Yes. In the mornings, I don't do no health shakes or nothing like that, y'all. I get the bag of frozen fruit from Sam's. So it's pineapples, strawberries, peaches, mangoes, frozen, mixed with kale and spinach. I put a little flax seeds in there. They're good for your cholesterol and your digestive system. And I use some just organic protein and water. And I blend it all up in the Ninja. Then I drink it. Robert, not focus on what we need in life. Ain't it? It's the truth. The thing is, you got people who will tiptoe around the truth and flaunt a lie. They'll tiptoe around the truth. Because the truth is what really, really hurts or makes you really see who you are. But they'll flaunt a lie. They'll flaunt that they doing good. Flaunt riding around here in cars they can't afford, houses that's too big, the light bill gone, they can't clean it properly, the baseboard's messed up, it need pressure washing 3 years ago, the driveway need pressure washing, the yard just old regular ass yard, it ain't being edged or nothing. Ain't painted on the inside, it's just the same way the builder left it. But it's big. Driving around in cars that, if you buy a luxury car, the reason a luxury car is a luxury car is because you're supposed to be able to afford it. They put run flats on some luxury cars, but you can't put new run flats on yours because you can't afford it. Meaning you really couldn't afford the car. You complain about the price of the oil change, but if you can't afford the oil change and the right tires and the right maintenance, you really can't afford the car. What Tracy said. Jahan Watley. I say Tracy, y'all. That's my sister Jahan. Some people ego will keep them from wanting their kids to do better than them. So subconscious, they will set their children up to fail or only going as far as they can see. That's true. Often we'll only go as far as we can see. I didn't see Kitty's custom cleaning. Well, I did see it. But I didn't see it being this big, but I just kept walking. I was like, bump it. Just keep going. Like Dory, just keep on swimming. Just keep what she said. Keep on swimming. Keep on swimming. Keep on swimming. Y'all remember on Dory on Finding Nemo? Just keep on swimming. But just remember, if God put a vision in you, hey, Bruce, it can be done. It really can. It's going to take some sacrificing. And the main part that a lot of us don't want to do is sacrifice. Like a lot of us, people tell me, oh, I want to get some weight off of me. I did too. So to get the weight off of me, I had to get my black ass up out the chair and go to class or go walking. Lord knows, don't think I feel like doing that all the time, y'all. But I got to do what's best. I'll be 45 next month. I don't want to be sitting up there with high blood pressure and diabetes if I can help it. Yeah, if I get hit by a bus and I die, I couldn't help that. That was God's will. But if I overeat myself to death, that's my freaking problem. I did that. If I overdrink myself by consuming all them extra calories, now I can't be a good grandma. I'm an old grandma. I can't get around with my grandbaby like I could. My body ain't functioning right. And because it's my fault, because I choose food and liquor over my health. It's all about what's important. If it's important to you, you'll do it. Robert said, we have to see beyond where we can see. You were right, Robert. Robert, I need to know you. You see, I like your comments. I got a new friend. Robert met Paul. Robert says, sacrifice the things that we love. Sacrifice, I guess it's sacrifice for the things that we love. It's true. Iron says facts. It's true. We do. If you really want it, you will get it. You will go for it. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I've been working out back consistently for a little over a year. Well, July of 18. Back consistently, July of 18. In between there, I made changes. But I did not make the change on alcohol. I did not. So I got more in shape. Yes, I got healthier. I dropped some pounds. But it took me a year to decide to do this and just really cut back on my alcohol. It took me a year of working out and trying to be a better me and doing things. And, you know, I redid a lot of stuff. I redid a lot of my eating habits. I made exercising at least 3 times a week. You know, I made reading books. I made concentrating on my business. All of that was a priority. But I said, Kiki, you got to get to the next level. If you want to get to the next level, you got to sit back and figure out, what is it that you need to do to get there? And I knew exactly what I needed to do. It was stop drinking so damn much. God told me that a year before. I just didn't listen. He said, hey, chick, you're drinking too much. If you want to get your body, you want to get them extra pounds off like you really want to, put that damn bottle down. You know you like wine. Stop it. You know you like Ciroc. Cut that shit. Cut it back. I like, nah, God, I can do it. I can drink the Ciroc and I can lose weight, Lord. I know I can. God was like, you can't. But I'm going to let you be a fool and just try. So he let me do it for a year. I'm going, working out, doing it. It's coming off, but it ain't coming off like I really want to. And it wouldn't because I was drinking all that damn alcohol. Finally, July 15th, I said, you know what, God, you won. Lord, you are right. I give my hands to thee. I'm just going to put it down. I don't want to, but I'm going to put it down. And I'm just going to go on with your will, Lord. And today is what? Today is day 52. Never would have made it. Remember that song? Never would have made it without you. It's the truth. But anyway, let me read these dang on comments, y'all. Levon says, amen, Robert. Some sacrifices are hard because we live of things and don't want them to leave them alone. We love the things that don't want to leave them alone. We don't. I'm telling y'all. Y'all, I'm gonna be transparent right now. You know what I want the most out of everything? And don't laugh. Well, you can't laugh. I don't give a damn. I want me an apple for Loco and a bag of Little Boosie Heat wrap snacks. I could drink an apple for Loco and go get a bag of Little Boosie Heat wrap snack. Got them things good. They hot and sweet at the same time. And the chip's the whole chip. And it's a thick chip. And it's got ruffles. It's like ruffles with the edges. And I could go in there and watch Power. And cut this live off. And I'll be straight. You wouldn't even hear from me till tomorrow. That's what I want. But I'm not going to do it. But that's what I want. I'm being real and I'm being transparent. That's what I want. And if I can't tell you the truth, then you shouldn't even be listening to me. Because my truth it helps freeze me, and it opens up the door to your freedom. So some ghetto food like that and drink, that's what I really want. I don't need a shot of Patron. I don't need no vodka. I really want to go to the Raceway on Lim Turner, get me an apple for Loco, and a bag of little Boosie Heat wrap snacks on this day that I am not working and it's raining and the internet's still on, so I can watch Power, because I did not watch it from Sunday. And I can sit back and you couldn't tell me nothing. Anthony say, this so inspired. Thank you, girl. Iran is iron. Sacrifice and focus on your best you. Yes. Robert, we need to talk. Business minded that you are. We do. We really do, Robert. I'm here. You can inbox me. I promise you. And y'all, my phone number is on my website. So this number right here, the 616-4643, it's on my website. It's on this page too. I'm always available. LaVon, don't laugh. Iron, don't laugh. I'm telling the truth. I know y'all got something that y'all like. Some of y'all probably want to sit right down right now and get a thing of cookie dough and just eat it and watch Netflix. Derek Brian, I'm done. Four Loco, it's for real. Apple though. Apple or cherry or grape. Look, I don't win. Apple, cherry, or grape. Maybe grape. Look, y'all. I got me some Crystal Light in there. So I'm going to get me some grape Crystal Light and some skins. I got some skins in there. They low carbs. They don't really have that many calories. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do the Four Loco and the little Boosie Heat wrap snacks. All the Migos sour cream and... What is it? Migos got sour cream and onion. Sour cream with a dash. Onion with a dash or a dab of ranch. That was good too. Sound out east-ish. I'm on the north side, baby. Ralph Edgewood and Lim Turner. But it's true. If I can't tell you the truth, I just will not lie to people. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's what I crave. And I'll be lying here and say, ooh, y'all, I want some Chardonnay. Like, I'm trying to be somebody. I know I'm somebody, so I ain't got to fake for no damn body. I know I'm somebody. So, I just gonna be honest with you. Yep, Robert said, cookies and cream. LaVon, I want some boiling crawfish. Girl, okay. Some good old seafood. And ain't nothing wrong with being transparent and being true. If you can tell somebody that you really want boiling crawfish, it's somebody sitting right now that really does want something like that. But they scared to admit it. And because they scared to admit it, they'll never tell their truth and they'll never get to be the person who God meant them to be. Sorry, y'all, I got thirsty. Chris, hey, sweetie, hey. It's true. We got to tell our truth so other people will know, okay, because a lot of times, I'm going to tell y'all when I was young. When I was 17 and pregnant, do you know I thought I was the only person who was ever pregnant as a teenager? And this is where my elders failed me. And so I said I would never fail my kids. This is where my elders failed me. So many women in my family, at my church, all around me, had kids as a teenager and didn't tell me. It took me to get older and do the math. If them ladies would have said, you know, I had such and such when I was in high school, do you know that would have helped me out? I would have said, oh, well, if she can still get a good job and if she can still smile and she can do this and she was where I am, I can. And I made a promise to myself right now, right there, that I would never fail my daughters like that. So many black women failed me when it came to that. Trying to play perfect. When eventually shit gonna get out, everybody can add. If you 40 and your child 22, of course you had them young. But you ain't tell nobody that. You ain't go to a person that you saw sitting in your fucking... I'm not going to curse that bad. You ain't go to a teenage girl that you saw sitting in your face that was in the same spot that you was a few years prior and just walk up to her and say, baby, one thing I'm going to let you know, it's going to be all right. It'll be fine. You will make a way, and I'll even help you make a way. Look at me. I had him or her when I was such and such an age, and look. So black women, sometimes we fail each other. And that's why I promise you I was failed. Black women, especially the church folks, all of them was church folks. Church folks sit there hooping and hollering, looking at you crazy when the bitch was in the same damn spot you was in a few years before. When she could have walked over to me with Jesus in her heart and said, hey, I been where you are. I promise you, girl, little young girl, you know, whatever you want to call me, Kiki, Nikita, it'll be all right. Just keep going to school, take care of your baby, you will be fine. That's all you would have had to say to me. But come to find out, nobody said nothing. They playing holier than thou. Then when I get a little older and wiser, I catch the age of all these different women. And I said, these women sat around here freaking acting like they was saints when they was in the same spot I was, but you giving me the side eye. What kind of church people are y'all? They were just church people. They weren't religious, just church people. And I said I would never fail my daughters that way, or no other young girl ever. If I see her messing up, I done made a mistake, I'm gonna go to her and I'm gonna talk to her. I ain't gonna side eye her like I'm all of this. That's just my fucking insecurities. Robert said, let them know we messed up, but we still made it through. Khadijah, hashtag live. Stephanie, people try to pretend they are so much better than others, forgetting where they came from, will guarantee they will fail again. Iron, yep. Robert, just don't want you to make the same mistakes as me because it was hard to get through it. It was. That's what I'm saying. What they did is, you see I'm 17. I'm sitting up here full pregnant. I still went to church. My mom and daddy was married. I ain't come from no broken home. I ain't come from no single parent household. It was 4 of us, brothers and sisters. Mom and dad married. We lived. My mom and dad, my dad has passed since. But my mom is in the same house I grew up in. They bought in 1973, right off Palmdale. So I ain't have no daddy. I ain't have no love. My daddy was in there when I had my daughters. I ain't got none of that sob story. I was being fast and had sex with him, and that's what happened. Yes. Sex was good. So they should have told me sex was good. Don't lie to me. Mama, don't have it. Just don't do it. Tell them, motherfucker. You tell the goddamn child the damn truth. You don't lie to them. Lies make everything fail. Levon, Kitty, you are hitting on so strong topics. Your knowledge will help and inspire so many people. Continue to walk in your purpose. Hell, you are pushing me to do better for my future. Oh, girl, we push each other, especially in class. LeVon be getting it, y'all. I be like, look at this girl up here dancing on the step. I'm tired, about to run out the back door, and she dancing. You know how you do. But y'all, it's the truth. So when you see a young girl or a young boy headed towards where you been or where you have been, don't lie to them. Don't side-eye them. They got enough issue. First of all, you're already young, so you're insecure. So I'm already young and insecure. Now I'm pregnant with this baby that I don't know how I'm going to take care of this baby. And so I'm still going to church. I ain't not going. I'm still doing everything I always did. But I'm getting a side eye. Or you just never stop to say shit. Knowing that you was the same person, but you hid it. Then eventually you did have the baby, so it came out. Now I do the math, and I see that all these women did the same thing. Just like I know a lot of women who older, who done been in marriages for the longest, and they freaking husbands done been cheating on them. They ain't never said nothing. That they done been through the ringer with them men. But you find out on the back end, because the older you get, the more people you know, and then you know a person that know a person, and the whole clique start running together, and you're like, oh, so that, oh, and then you start in your head, you see it. But you sitting up here acting like your shit just beautiful and perfect, and they can write a book off your marriage. Instead of being 100% up front. Hey, girl, when you get married, y'all probably going to go through it. Be up front. Y'all gonna go through it. It's gonna be times you don't love him, he don't love you, and somebody might just cheat. Tell the damn truth. Don't be sitting up there acting like stuff perfect. And then y'all, you celebrating these long ass wedding anniversaries. We done been married 20 years. But how many boyfriends you done had in between there? 8? And everybody like, oh, how did y'all make it 20 years? And oh, y'all gonna have this celebration. Feeding the public lies. Setting up false expectations for people. And then making it seem like, okay, like my grandma. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. My grandma was 100% with us. My grandma told me. She said, me and Jennifer. She said, if they would have had all this stuff to help us that they had to help y'all, I wouldn't be still married to your granddaddy. I wouldn't have all these babies. I would have left. She said, but I ain't have nowhere to go, and I ain't think no other man would take care of me and my babies. Thank you for my grandma being transparent, because they were married over 50 years. But she told the truth. That's what made me see the real light immediately right then. My grandma said she would not have had all them kids from granddaddy. She would have left him if she simply had somewhere to go. But many of y'all sitting around thinking, back in the days, they got married and they stayed married forever, and everything was just roses. It wasn't. He was cheating on her. He used to beat her up. She kept having babies. There was no birth control back then. The more babies you have, the more places, the less you can go somewhere. She went back to her daddy one time because her mama had passed. He wouldn't let her stay. Said, stay with your husband. Where the fuck else do you go? Then, okay, let's say you and him start doing good for a minute. Ain't no birth control. So as soon as you have sex with him, you're going to have another damn baby. So now you stuck. But y'all think that those relationships was just peaches. Just imagine back then, they ain't have no domestic abuse hotline. They ain't have nothing. Papa was a rolling stone. He could beat up women. Nobody wasn't coming to their rescue. It was worse for women back then than it was now. Now, sometimes marriage don't last because a chick got somewhere to damn it go. Back then, she didn't have nowhere. She had to stay in an abusive relationship. She don't love him and he don't love her. They had sex one time when they was 18. She got pregnant. They said, you got to get married. Now, he forced to marry somebody he don't love. She forced to marry somebody she don't love. And they making all these babies out of no love. Think about it. Let me read this. Robert, we need to help them. We know how it went. Me from New York City, they would send the daughters down south. Exactly. Levon, girl, we need to talk. Need the kitty talk to be lit on these topics. Okay, girl, you got to write them down because I'm just going. Write them down for a minute and I'll remember, because I'm going to do kitty talk after dark. Well, we're going to go in. We're going to go, it's going to be called Kitty Talk After Dark. And I'm going to talk on real topics, real discussions. Carletta, so true. It was the same way young and pregnant. By then, our parents would sugarcoat everything. Exactly. Lying. Like, it took me to get older to realize my grandma and granddaddy anniversary is February of 1950. My mama's birthday is July 5th, 1950. That ain't 9 months. But it took me to be grown to have to even add that up in my damn head. How you get married February 1950 and have a baby July 1950? That's not 9 months. So grandma got pregnant before she even got married. She was forced to get married to this man. Then, of course, they kept having babies. Now he beating her up in between, cheating on her in between. And she was forced to stay with him because she didn't have nowhere to go. They have no HUD, no food stamp, no Medicaid, no nothing. No home, no shelters for battered women, nothing. She was forced to stay with him. So on paper, them 50 years look good. But when you go tell the kids, they know the real damn truth. And I thank her for being transparent with me on that. For letting us know this ain't no damn TV show. A lot of people won't tell you the truth. I don't know why, but they sitting up in church hooping and hollering, but they'll tell you, they'll lie to you in a minute. And lying is not of God. So you sitting up there lying like a damn, you a sinner just lying. Oh, I got you, girl, Carletta. Barbara said, real talk. Carletta, yes. Devon, hey, beautiful. Jahan, wasn't a Shows Barker Center, wasn't a Hub House. It was nothing. You had to stay. Like I remember one time, Grandma told me and Jen. She said she remembered this when my grandma had a nervous breakdown, honestly. And they took all the kids and they spread them out amongst her brothers and sisters. She said she remembered when she came home and Granddaddy was washing a woman out the back door. She remembered this. Real talk. Khadijah, real talk. I ain't gonna lie to nobody. Robert says too many people get married and don't love each other. Exactly. A lot of people get married because they just want an extra income. Instead of, especially women, and I'm just gonna call us out on this. Women, we'll know that our income alone not really putting us where we want to really live in life. So we'll get married to somebody as a second source of income. Instead of saying, chick, how can I make additional income on my own so I don't use a man and marry him because he got money? The only reason I'm marrying him is because he got money, so I'm selling him a lie. And to me, I don't believe in selling nobody a lie. I'm only with you because my lifestyle is better than it would be without you. Hell no, I'm not going to lie to my man like that. I want to marry a man because I really love him and we can be partners. So, use your Spidey woman sense, your black girl magic, and figure out what you can do to make extra money. Don't look to a man as your second source of income. I'll be mad as hell if somebody used my son as a second source of income. No, I don't like that chick. She only with you because of what you got. That chick don't love you. She ain't making you no lunches. She let you go around hungry. You coming over here trying to eat when you got that bitch over at your house. So I'm not going to do what I wouldn't want nobody to do to my son. And ladies, I'm calling us out on it because we the main ones. When we think of second source of income, when somebody say additional source of income, the first thing come to your mind is a man. Ding, 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 a man. If I get a man, then I can get a better house. I can get a better car. I can this and this and this. Using him. That ain't fair. That ain't fair to nobody. They're sitting up in church knowing you, wherever you sitting up, knowing you using this man because he got money. If that motherfucker lost his damn job right now, he wouldn't even he wouldn't be of value to you. Because you're only using him for money, so the only reason you're having sex with him is because he got the money. You need to keep the bills flowing and keep everything right. So when he ain't got no money, he dang gonna show no lost his sex appeal. You ain't giving him nothing. So now you either gonna divorce him or you gonna cheat him until you get his money back up. Now who the bad person? When you should have never married his ass. I'm only having sex with this man because only man if I love him and I want to have sex with him, not because he got money. Only reason he getting all this and I'm giving it to him like he gonna get it is because he deserve it, not because he just my second source of income. And I'm like, okay, let me do my duty so he can make sure these bills paid right. That's boring. That's real talk. Internet. Many family secret what goes on here stays in here. Exactly. Aaron says, damn power, I'm watching Kitty Talk. Yeah. What you doing? I'm on Facebook Live. Hello, people. That's my sister Dion, y'all. Okay, Aaron. I hope I'm saying it right. Aaron. Damn power, I'm watching Kitty Talk Live. Okay, y'all, I'll be real with you. I'm just that type of person. I really am. And I ain't gonna feed you no lie. And some of my stuff I say, I'll give it to you blood raw. I don't really have no filter. So sometimes if you see me being quiet, it's because I know if I get to getting it talking, I don't have a filter and I'm going to give it. I'm just going to give it to you. Because I figure out why I filter this. And if I need to filter it, I call my sister Tracy, which is Jahan Watley Interior. And I tell her what I'm thinking. And I say, now Tracy, you tell it. Because she can reword it for me like it needs to be said. Because if I give it to you, it's just coming out. Barbara, all she needed was a frying pan and some hot grease. She should have done that. Girl, I remember my grandma told me. Her sister named Dot. She said, Dot told me I should just fix some hot grits and throw it on his ass. This is grandma talking to us. It was me and Jen. Jen, you know. She said Dot told her she needed to get some hot grits and throw it on his ass. And I'm like that to myself, why didn't you? The police ain't coming out there like that anyway. He ain't gonna go to jail, because then he got to stay home and watch them damn kids. He gonna clean that shit up and bandage himself up and keep on going. He already doing you dirty, so what's the damn difference? He ain't gonna let them take you nowhere, because that means he got to watch all 6 of these kids. And he ain't doing that. Carletta, they excuses be I stayed with him for the kids. I can't stand that right there. That just gets me. Now you got a miserable ass house of kids and everybody. Who deserve to see their parents not really be in a loving relationship? Nobody does. Most kids just want 2 happy parents. They ain't say the parents got to be together. So if you grow up and you see your mom and daddy never kissing and holding hands and need some time to themselves, you think that that's how it should be. So now you teaching people to function in dysfunction. Your son and daughter only know dysfunction. And you teaching them exactly how to function, how to live in a dysfunctional relationship and a dysfunctional life. So you passing on generational mess, bullcrap to your kids. You teaching them exactly how to be dysfunctional. And I'm not doing that. I will not. My babies mean too damn much to me. I will not teach them how to function in some messed up shit. It just won't happen. And they're not even babies, no, y'all. I still say babies. My daughters are 26 and 27. But to this day, I call them my babies. And they be like, Mom, I'm not a baby. Yes, you are. I talk to you. I know where your head at. You still a child. Carlilla says, wow, Robert. But we not training our young men to be men. Exactly. We aren't. We aren't training our young men to be men. That's something. My phone running out of space. I got to delete some stuff. I tried to keep going off. Men got to train the men to be men. But women, we got to check, get better men. I ain't gonna lie. When I was young, like my daughter, daddy, they want... I might have to get off live and delete something and come right back on. My daughter's daddy wasn't the best dad, but they was young like I was. So I just made it a point as I got older to pick better men. You pick a ragamuffin, then you want him to act like he or Barack Obama. He was a ragamuffin when you gave him the coochie. Now you want him to all of a sudden turn to Barack Obama. If you want Barack Obama, you pick Barack Obama. And then stop making the same mistake over and over. Keep having babies from him. Or keep having babies from men that's just like him. That's your damn fault. You giving your stuff up to a ragamuffin. You giving your coochie up. You a grown woman. Once you over 25, a man can't trick you but so much. You wise enough, especially if you 30 and you still doing this here. You wise enough to not have babies from this stupid ass man. But if you not wise enough and you keep doing it, that's something you need to check in yourself. It keep coming off. Y'all, my phone's so full. Tracy says, this is why I support Andrew Yang. Capitalism does not have to start at zero. $1,000 a month would get so many women out of bad situations. Y'all, look up Andrew Yang. They got it flowing with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. They just putting them 2 out there. But you need to look up your real presidential candidates. Andrew Yang is somebody you need to really look into. I'm not telling you how to pick nothing. But look into that man named Andrew Yang. Think about that. Robert, young moms need to get their young boys around good men. They do. They really do. But sometimes they don't know a good man. It's just facts. That's the hard part. And I don't know what to tell them. I have no answers for that, y'all. I really do. I'm just putting that out there. But I don't have no answers. Carletta, I had to pout to him that I had to prove to him that I could do it without him. I worked 2 jobs so I wouldn't go back. Amen, sister. And you winning. Look at you. I remember. And where he at? Carletta and I know who we talking about. You winning, baby. No, you won. Carletta, I love you, girl. Antoinette Wright. And most parents taught their daughters to settle instead of how to stand up on their own. Just because the man gets a little something, now he feels like he needs him. Now I think she feels like she needs him. Exactly. Like she need me. No, I just want you. I don't need you. I eat regardless. Even if I have to eat noodles, I will eat. And that's something you always tell your child. You will eat. You don't need him or her. It may not be steak and lobster, but damn it, you won't die. Coletta, I had to prove to him that I could do it without him. I got 2 jobs and I wouldn't go back. Amen. Shahan says, my friends say I have no filter. I know I don't have no filter, y'all. I be hurting feelings and don't mean to. And I promise y'all sometimes if I say something, I don't mean to hurt nobody's feelings. And I really don't. It just come out. Now, it'd be the raw-blooded truth. But often if I don't give you the truth and I tiptoe around and you do the same stuff over again. And I'm talking about for myself. I'm real with myself. I'm like, girl, you laying here with your head spinning again. You got to do better than this. This is my real self-talk I tell myself. I look in the mirror, I take my clothes off. I'm like, this ain't you up under all of this weight. You got to do better. You got to do better. This ain't you. Look at them love handles. You need to do better. So I be real talking myself. Iron says, Grandma sound like Medea. Grits. Yes, her sister Dot told her that. Hot Grit Special is true. Levon preach. Robert, yes. Robert, I use protection. Levon, we about yo hit the 2 hour. Oh, we're about to hit the 2 hour mark. Lord, I ain't knows how long I've been on there. Why my phone acting crazy? Jahan, if you want Barack, you have to be a Michelle. If you want a whale, you have to swim in the deep. True. Carletta says, right. Frankie, I am good. I will coach them up. Oh, Frankie's so sweet. Remember that, Frankie. Carletta, I love you too. Robert, everyone needs to learn how to invest in self. You know, people will invest in so much stuff, and the last thing they'll invest in is self. And it's oftentimes because if you invest in self, that means you got to have a real talk situation with yourself. You got to look and see where you fucked up on the inside at. You got to dig into your deep, dark past and see why you act like you act and what can you do to change it. And many people will not do that. That's the hardest thing to do. And I'm telling you, I do it. I've done it. I didn't do it back in the day. I had to dig in my past and ask myself, why are you doing this? And most of it was, I'm just going to cut it down to the bottom. Like I said, when I was 17, I thought that I was the only person. I got pregnant at 16. I thought I was the only person in the world ever pregnant at 16. How could that be possible? But in my 16-year-old mind, that's what I thought. So, digging from that, and then I got pregnant and had another daughter. My daughters are 1 year and 2 weeks apart. March 19, 1992, April 7th, 1993. So now I've had another daughter from another guy. Now I'm really in the dumps thinking, damn, I must not be nothing. I don't know. And so a lot of my mistakes came because I didn't love me. And I had to dig into that. If you don't love you, you will settle for a lot of stuff because you don't love you. And I settled for stuff I didn't step out on my dreams because I thought that I wasn't worthy. It took me old enough to get word to say, damn, you are worthy. Look at you. You a smart, beautiful, sexy black girl. And I'm going to tell y'all something. This is a turning point. When I was pregnant with my second daughter, I was at my grandma's house. I spent a lot of time at my grandma's house. My uncle Mike, who a crackhead, he still to this day is. I guess I must have been looking bad. I didn't think I was looking that bad. But I opened the door because he was outside and I opened the door. And my uncle said, he looked at me and I was pregnant. He said, I don't never want to see you looking like that ever again. He said, you too pretty for that. So don't let me see you looking like that and dressed like that again. I looked down at myself. I was like, I went home, and the next day, I started changing my clothes and, doing my hair and stuff. Because he said he never want to see me looking like that. And when it clicked in my head, damn, I must have been looking like I felt. I felt like shit, so I must have been looking like shit. And if somebody needed to call that shit out. And he called it out. And from then on, I said, you know what? He right. I am beautiful. I am smart. I just made a mistake. Some people could have had abortions. I could have had an abortion. It would have made life easy. If I'd have had that abortion and never had them kids, nobody would have never known. I'd have lived a lie. But on the outside, it'll look good to everybody else. And I would have just pranced around like everything was everything. And I could have. But I did. Nothing made me have to have my babies, but I did. So I could have been sitting up here lying to all of y'all. Just like a lot of women lying to us right now. They done had all these abortions, but on the outside, shit looks real good. They did the same shit you did, but they just didn't have their babies. And I could have done that. But even in my young, immature mind, I didn't. And my youngest daughter, I thought about it. And my mama said, no, you're not going to have an abortion. You're going to have a baby. And that was the end of that. And I was underage, so I needed her permission. And I love my babies to the moon. To the moon. Those my hearts. But I could have just did like a lot of people did and went back on to life. And nobody never known. But then I wouldn't be who I am right now. And then bad luck might have caught up with me and I'd have gotten some bull crap for later for doing what I did. And I'm not against abortion. I'm just saying. Bad luck might have caught up on my black ass and I could have been homeless or something. I don't know. Khadijah says, thank you for Wake Up Wednesday tips. Robert, stop looking for a man to provide for you. Exactly. Virgil. Hey, Kitty. Hey, Virgil. Robert, need to have something of our own. You do. But something just told me to go live while I was sitting up here supposed to be doing my notary class and just talk to y'all. Because today I was supposed to do Kitty Talk Wednesday and I wasn't able to do it because of the weather. So I'm going to try. I hope the weather is good Friday, and her and Nene and I are going to sit in her mobile styling salon and get it going. I can't wait to go in there. I love that ingenuity, the thought process. I need to know what this girl was thinking. What made you think of this and why you implemented it? Because she's going to inspire some other women. Because she just took hair to the next level. Nene just took hair. Duval, hairstylist, she just took that all the way to the next level. Any hairstylist in Duval, you got to start stepping your game up now. It's like, okay, it's the Chick-fil-A on the McDonald's. You got the McDonald's out there. Everybody doing hair. But she looked at what was going on and she got the jump on them. And she said, hey, and Nene took that thing to the next level. And in business, everybody should be in business to win. Don't be in business just to be in business. And I found out with a lot of black business people. They be in business just to say they in business. They ain't trying to grow the business. They ain't trying to improve the business. They just want to say, I got a business. They ain't trying to win. Chick-fil-A not out there just selling chicken sandwiches just for the hell of it. They in the game trying to win. Look at their process. When you go through the store, when you go through the line, don't just go through the line and be on your phone. Stop and watch the presentation of their people. Watch how everybody's dressed. Watch how all their clothes are in their pants, shirts are in their pants. Watch how nobody has flour all over them. Watch everybody's hair. Watch how everyone in the company speaks. The teenagers that work for them, watch everything that they do. Watch how they make the lines go fast. Watch how they take the money. Watch how they bring the food from the back to the front. Watch their processes. They are in it to win. And they probably took themselves. They probably used to work for McDonald's or Burger King. Or they just went and they sat in the back of the restaurant. Just sit there, buy something every so often. Got a notepad watching, looking at everything they doing wrong. Go home, figure out how we can improve on what they doing. Because McDonald's has a good process. The process works. But you just got to think and look at all the imperfections in it. And you take those imperfections, you take the process, and then you kink out the imperfections. That's how you win. And I promise you, I watch businesses. I watch what they do, how they run it. Ain't got to be no cleaning business. I watch all stuff. I go to Publix and I just watch. I go to Juicy Crab and I watch. Like, we went there for my daughter's birthday, even reluctantly, because I don't spend my money with them. They're overcharging. But reluctantly, I went for my daughter's birthday. And I watched what they did. 8 people is automatically gratuity. They made my granddaughter, who had just turned 3, the 8th person, so they can add automatic gratuity to our table. This girl gonna eat chicken nuggets and fries and ain't gonna send back a drink or nothing. But she's person number 8. I was pissed, but with business-wise, that's genius. And you ain't got no option but to take it or leave it. Then, all the Oriental people were serving our tables. All the big tables went to the Oriental people. So what that meant was they kept their money in their family. Because all the big tables had automatic gratuity. I think it was 20%. So they kept their money in the family. Black people, we don't think about keeping our money in the family. We spend that and just let it bleed from the family. The family poor and broke. But they kept their money in the family. So now, all the Oriental people got the big tables. The big tables got a 20% gratuity coming off rip. And then sometimes people leave extra tip. So now they're getting all that. All the little tables are served by, like, Spanish women. So they might get a tip, they might not. All the trash was being taken up by black men. Because that's what they are to them people. Trash. No tips. You get what you get and you clean up the goddamn trash. You wash places when you go in. That's why I don't take my black ass in there. So because my daughter insisted on going, I'm going to get a lesson out of this motherfucker. Y'all, when I get upset, that's when I curse. So you know I'm getting upset. But I'm going to get something out of here. But many of us, we too busy eating in them crabs that they never eat. They done made a whole... They sending they kids to college off of food that they asses don't even eat. But your black ass is over there overpaying for it. They that smart. We that dumb. They sending their kids to college off of something that they don't eat. You ain't never seen one of them walk out there sucking on a crab leg. But they building generational wealth and they got them all over the city and the country now. Off some shit that they don't even fucking eat. Got selling hair off of weave that they don't even freaking wear. They don't wear weave. But they got all these businesses built off of stuff that they don't do. They building their business off of our backs and we just go in there. Buying it all up. We won't even build a business off of stuff that we use. We stupid. We stupid. They winning. We losing. And we don't even see it. We won't even go and like work. Try to do something for yourself in your spare time. We'd rather just go eat at their places in our spare time and spend our money and overcharge for it anyway. Barbara, everyone says my pleasure when you say thank you. This is Chick-fil-A. I guess Chick-fil-A is the bomb. Robert, create residual income and legacy that can pass down to your children and your children's children. James Lee, that's my trainer, y'all. Speaking true. Carletta, McDonald's has rude workers. And the thing about it is, you think on it. The owner of McDonald's still getting rich because our black ass is still going there getting treated like shit and eating. So they can hire some rude ass workers. We still gonna go over there and make them $1 million company that they are. We ain't gonna stop. But let a black company walk in Jenkins one day and they treat you rude. You will get up on Facebook and you will blast the shit out of them. And you'll never go back and don't want nobody else to go back. But you'll take your black asses back in McDonald's where they treat you like shit. And won't go and give them a Google review, won't say it on Facebook, won't nothing. Just let the next man go right in there and get treated like shit, and you're still spending your money. So you're going to a job you don't even like, then you buying food from a restaurant that treating you like shit. Your money just going out the door, and they don't even treat you right. What is it, Raphael? Buy it yourself and cook it yourself. That's the best way. You buy it yourself, you cook it yourself, and you can control the calories on it. So you don't be killing yourself with that damn junk food anyway. Raphael, now really, run tell that part. Run tell it. Play it. Get a clip of this. Y'all, I can show y'all how to save any video from Facebook on your phone. And you can keep it in a gallery, or you can upload it to YouTube, you can do whatever. Camille, that's my grandbaby name. So true. Barbara Pitts. But black people won't support each other. You know, they say black people won't support each other, but what I'm finding is black people are supporting me. Most of my referrals are coming from black people. White people find me from the internet. But most of my referrals are coming from black people. So I won't say that we don't support each other. I say that we're learning to support each other, and we're on the baby phase of it. The Orientals and the white people they've been doing it for generations. We're just starting. So the more we start, the more we grow. If we take the time to grow, 2 generations from now, it'll be second nature. So teach that to your kids. Nikki, girl, don't make me scream. Appealing to your appetite. Exactly. Robert, spend money in the right places. Raphael, we can't pass the fact that some of us have nice things and they don't. We thrive on instant gratification too. We really do. That's one thing that black people, I think sometimes because we didn't have for so long, that we go for the biggest and best. Look up on YouTube. Look up Ebony. Ebony has a thing on how to sell to the Negro. They made it a long time ago. It's in black and white. And that shit Ebony made it for white advertisers to start advertising in their magazine. It's called How to Sell to the Negro. It's a video on YouTube. It's in black and white. And it's telling white people how to sell to black people. And it's still right to this day. If you follow those rules, you can sell anything to black people. Real talk, dead truth. How to sell to the Negroes. Go look it up on YouTube. Y'all, I promise you. When I'm at my office working, most of the time all I'm doing is listening to books, podcasts, and YouTube videos. Trying to learn. I'm taking a class, something. So I spend 8 to 10 hours a day during the weekday on myself. Because I'm worth it and I know what I need to get. You know what I mean? I know what I need to pass on to my future. So when you see me out and about dancing and laughing, at least just know that I put time into myself. So I don't feel guilty. That's why I can dance, laugh, do whatever. Because I don't have that guilt of not having put back into myself. So I put back into myself as far as my knowledge. And I put back into myself as far as exercising. If you don't put back into yourself and you out here at Juicy Crab, or you home just watching TV, or you just out and about floating, you should feel guilty as shit. Your conscience shouldn't even set right. Y'all gotta put this thing on charger. Hold on. Your conscience shouldn't even set right because you ain't put back into yourself. But if you know you have put back into yourself, then you good. You like, shoot. Oh, y'all, hold on. You good because you know you put back into yourself. And so you can smile, dance, laugh, joke, talk, shoot the shit. You can do whatever. But if you ain't put back into yourself, you should not feel comfortable. Okay, y'all, I had to put this on the charger. You shouldn't. And that's not my opinion. That's black people facts. Many times we'll be sitting around here kikiing and cacaing because it just feels good all of a sudden. Close out. Instead of doing what we need to do. Let me see where I was at. Y'all, this Google thing. Exactly. Generational wealth. Khadijah says, message Jahan Watley Interiors, which is my sister, Tracy. Went to Chick-fil-A at River City yesterday afternoon. It was packed inside and out. Not one customer complaining or order missed. We'll have one for myself. Tracy wants a Chick-fil-A. Get off this thing. Khadijah, yes, residual income. You should. Don't let everything you eat come from the white man's mouth. Hand. That's real talk. Don't let the only thing you ever be able to eat come from somebody else's hand. If your only income is from your job, you fucked. You're essentially a slave. Because if they stop feeding you, the whole ship goes down. Yeah, you might have your 401k. You can go in there and take a loan, but the loan you got to pay it back if you're about retirement age. So if your only thing you have to eat comes from somebody else's hands, you is rawly freaked. Because I done been there before. Not saying don't stop working and you should only go straight entrepreneur. No. I'm saying get some rental property. Get some investments. It ain't all through entrepreneurship. But the 3 pillars of wealth are, the 3 pillars of wealth is stock and bond investment, real estate, entrepreneurship. Most people who have money and well-to-do or well-off have those 3. Be part of that. Be part of it. Don't let the only thing you have to go. Now, because we all sitting at home doing hurricane time, think on it. When you walking around, washing dishes, washing clothes, getting ready for tomorrow, whatever, ask yourself, if is the only way I'm going to be able to eat from somebody else's hand, them giving it to me? And if it is, you know what you need to change. Go look into investing in somebody else's business. Go on TD Ameritrade. Get you some stock and bond investments. Purchase some rental property. If you got some money saved up, the rate of return in a savings account is so damn low. Go get you a rental property or invest in a Tulsa real estate fund. That money doubles much faster than trying to get a 3% rate of return in a bank account, savings account. That ain't gonna happen. You can't retire off that. You can't do nothing off that damn. And I'm going big by saying 3%. But that's something to talk to your banker and your CPA about it. But it's real talk. Khadijah, I can't even get women to buy a 6-pack of sanitary pads to save their womb for life. Hey, keep pushing. Don't stop. If that's where your passion is, keep pushing. Maybe you might have to go in and try to find you a different way. Sometimes we have to do that. We have to reinvent how we're selling things. Because remember, it is marketing. Branding, marketing, then sales. Anybody, if you own your own business, if you part of somebody else's business, remember, branding, marketing, then sales. You can't sell nobody no unbranded shit, especially to the Negro. If you ain't took the time to try to brand it, make it something, hey, look at this, like how I always wear my shirts. I wear my shirts because I want you to get used to seeing the Kitty brand. So if you got something you selling, start wearing shirts. Get you some hats made. Go sit at booths. Get a booth somewhere, like at the Black Expo. Do something. Get you some flyers made, a sign, a backdrop. Brand your shit. Because ain't nobody going to buy no brand stuff. They're going to be like, I don't know. But if you brand it, people more apt to buy it. So sometimes we as business owners, we got to go in and look at ourselves. What can I do different? How am I selling this? Am I just trying to sell it to them? And it ain't branded. They don't know what it is. Because you can't sell nothing that you ain't kind of branded and you ain't kind of put out there. Like what I'm doing right now, even though I'm on Kitty Talk, the name is Kitty Talk. I'm still branding me. Because I call it Kitty Talk. I branded me because I'm doing this dang on Facebook Live, which is free, but it's like a big old commercial for my entire family. For Kitty's Custom Cleaning, Kitty's Custom Mobile, Kitty's Mobile Detailing, Kitty's Custom Cuts, Kitty's Bartending. So but I can't be scared to get on Facebook Live. Some people won't get on here. Facebook Live is a freaking free ass commercial. It's a commercial you make up. You tell it when to do it, when you get off of it when you ready. But if you don't do it, you giving up the free. It's free advertising right here. And a lot of times is, if you don't believe in your stuff, why would somebody else? They like, well, he don't advertise it to nobody, so why the hell would I? Why would I buy it when he don't even care? If it's his company, when he come to my house, he don't wear the shirt. He don't dig in it. If he don't like it, why I'ma like it? So business owners, think about that sometime. Y'all, I'm holding my phone because I got it on the charger. And I don't have one of those lay down, those wireless chargers, so I got to hold it. Nikki, I love supporting my black company. Exactly. And also, if you support a black company and they do something, like let's just say they cook the grits bad, or they don't clean as good as you thought, don't blast them. Go to that owner. Go to the worker. Often they are first generation business and they are learning. I'm going to say that again. Often they are first generational business and they are learning. They learn from your feedback. I have learned so much from client feedback. I appreciate when a client comes to me and say, hey, my floors I thought could have been done better. Or they missed this or they missed that. Because I go inside and I have a team meeting and we'll sit down and discuss how we could do this better. What we thought when we was cleaning it. What we need to do. Don't go fucking just blasting me because you mad. Go to the owner. Grow you some real balls and just talk to the owner. Most of the time, the owner wants to hear it because they don't know in their first generation business. So they ain't got no prototype. They daddy's wasn't doing it. They the first person, so help them. Jealous Raphael, I hope I'm saying that right. Mr. Harris. Jealousy kills us as African Americans. It does, but you can't let it stop you. Just keep going. And often, too, just because you feel like I'm going back to emotion. Just because you feel an emotion don't mean you have to act on it. That's like when you're in a relationship and you got this sexy man. Ooh, baby. And when you walk in the store, you know the women looking at him. You get jealous. You automatically get jealous. But that don't mean you act on it. Be happy you got a man that somebody want to look at, baby. Because I don't want nobody that nobody else don't want. Just because you feel jealous don't mean you act on it. So you might look at that business and you're like, damn, Jerome Brown, they bumping around the corner with they barbecue. So instead of hating on Jerome Brown, you just say, ooh, let me see what I can do. Don't act on the jealousy. Let the jealousy make you better. That's just me. Robert, I like to empower ourselves. Mr. Harris, it pays to be a winner. Levon, amen. James Lee, we're jealous. Take a field trip to Atlanta and they will see what supporting each other looks like. Exactly. Barbara, I'm signing off, but I really enjoyed your video. Thank you, Barbara. I didn't know these comments. I'm slow, y'all. Robert, yes. Robert said, I say we must learn how to share information. We do. And also, information is in books. If you won't pick up a book to read, bump you. One thing that white people, who really, they're the top of the business chain, everything they do, they got it in a book. And yes, y'all, I did listen to Jeff Bezos' book from Amazon because I want to know how he got big like he did. And he got steps in there. What he did, all them damn mistakes. He made so many mistakes, he's still making them. I listened to the book called The Starbucks Experience. It's awesome on customer service. I listened to books by about big companies because I want to know what they did. I listened to a book, and I can't even remember the name of it. I got to go back and find it. But it told you how Southwest started and why they are where they are and what they did and all their mistakes. Anything out there you need to know is in a book. If it's a priority, you'll pick up the book and read, or you'll get a book and you'll listen to it. But if it ain't and you know it all, so be it. You know it all. So I guess you just do you. Robert, business owner myself. Hey, Nikki, tell them no one else. Okay? But it's true. Anything you want to know, it's in a book. And it's on YouTube. I was in a restaurant, a black restaurant, y'all, that I love to go to. The service kind of sucks. It's slow. The waitresses are very nice, but the service is slow. So what I did, I said, it's got to be another way. I know it is. So I went on YouTube, typed in about service restaurants, about restaurants, how they do their servicing. There's so many YouTube videos on that. And ain't no reason for them to be like that. But anything you want to know, it's in a book and it's on YouTube. It's all about if you want to do it. What's important to you. Jahan Watley in tears. We have to change the narrative. We have to stop saying black people won't support each other. Black people are jealous. Black people, crabs in a barrel. Change the way we speak about each other. Exactly. Jay Morrison Academy. What they do is they call each other kings and queens. So if you look up Jay Morrison on YouTube, he has a whole bunch of books. He's a real estate guru and he's based out of Atlanta. Whenever he refers to any black man or black woman, he says king and queen. He'll say queen kitty, queen this, queen, king. It's all about how you refer to yourself. If you think it's the law of attraction. If you call yourself fat and ugly, that's how you will feel and that's how you will be. If you say that I'm fine, I'm sexy, I'm smart, that's what you'll end up being. That's just like you tell a child. You tell a child, oh, you are smart. They will believe that they're smart. You tell a child, you're just a dummy. They'll believe it. The law of attraction. It's all about how you refer to yourself. So start referring to yourself. Let's stop saying black people don't do this and black people don't do that. Because black people do. Them N-words, they totally different. Black people do support each other. Them N-words over there, they different. We must learn to read. We must. And if you don't have time to read, like I don't have time to read, but I need the information. So I go to Audible. I let them read it to me. And often when the book is read by the author, they emphasize exactly what needs to be emphasized. And you get a better understanding of it anyway. Like Barack Obama, I love to listen to him read. Oprah Winfrey has a wonderful reading voice. So when you listen to a book, often you get more out of it and you get to push it back. You want to hit again? Push it back. So don't ever say, I don't have time to read. Instead of coming home watching TV, turn on your Audible. Invest in you. Some people don't want to even spend the $15 on Audible. But you'll see them around here with their weave done every 2 weeks. You'll see them around here with nails. They'll come to me and they're like, oh, Kitty, yeah, I remember you was telling me about Audible. And I'm like, yeah, your first month free, but then it's $15 after that. $15? I don't want to spend $15. But you got your nails done. Is your mind more important or is your nails more important? Black people, N-words have some fucked up priorities. It's all about where your priorities are. And often we have some messed up ass priorities. We like instant gratification. No, that book is not going to be instant gratification. It's going to take you a while. You got to get through it. Then you got to put what the book said into action. So you looking at a rate of return 6 months to a year on the book. Oh, but the minute you go get your hair done, that's instant gratification. The minute you put them nails on that you did not need, they don't impress nobody but women. And I ain't trying to impress no women. Men don't give a dang. They just want your nails to look nice. I ain't never had a man walk up to me and say, hey, your nails jacked up. You don't have on no fake nails. So all you're doing is impressing other women. I could give a damn about them. I'm spending money to impress another motherfucker. That's just dumb as hell. And yes, I got quiet. I'm spending money to impress another motherfucker. That's dumb. And I'm just not dumb, so whatever. You can be dumb, you cannot be dumb, but I call it dumb. So, them $25 that I spent on nails, I could have purchased a book. You know, I could have, it's just other stuff that I could have done with it. That's just where my priorities are. Like with me, my hair right now. I talked to my stylist last night. I'm in the middle of doing something really important. So right now, I've been deep cleaning my own hair. And I haven't been retwisting it. I pull it apart, deep clean, deep condition. Pull it apart at the roots. And been plaiting it back up. So yesterday, I did it all really good in my quiet time. Deep cleaned it real good, put a real good conditioner, put leave-in conditioner in it, and I just replatted them. Because it's not a priority right now to go get my hair done. It looked nice when I'm walking around and I, put my little makeup on, my little dress. I can make these plaits look good. But spending the money to get my hair done, I'm just not doing it right now because I have some other stuff going on. But it's all about where my priorities are, so I have to do it my dang on self. Even though I talked to my stylist last night, my loctician, and we went over some stuff that once I finish this goal, that I am going to get done to my hair. Went over what I want, went over the price, and did all of that. So she knows why I'm not coming to her right now. She knows I have some goals that I'm trying to achieve. And I'm putting that money and just saving it right now. So she told me what to use on my hair, all that stuff. But that's when you know you got a good stylist on your team. So, it's all about where your priorities are. And then I know I'm eating right and exercising and washing my hair really good. So when I do get my hair done like I want it, it's gonna be so healthy and beautiful. And then the body gonna match it, and the inside already was there. Oh. And I'm letting my eyebrows grow out, so when I get them done, baby, you can't tell me nothing. Stephanie, you can spend money on yourself and not try to impress others. I like getting my nails done, but I also like money in my investment account too. Exactly. But I have some people that come to me, and I'll tell them, okay, Audible is just $15. Oh, they'll jump like I told them Audible was $100. And I'm like, it's all about your priorities. If you don't have $15, but you want the knowledge, but your nails done, then you don't need to get your nails done. Spend the $15 on the Audible. But if you got the nails done and you got the $15, then you good. But if you don't have $15 and you got something that you don't need, which one is more important? The nails or the knowledge? If I got to pick and choose, I'm going with the knowledge. But if I got the money for the nails and the knowledge, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm speaking to the ones who don't have both. You only got money for one, so you'll prioritize something that don't mean a goddamn thing over some knowledge. Knowledge gonna make you. It's gonna take you 6-7 figures. Cause I'm trying to get to my 7 figures. And at a job I can't get, but you know what they give me. But on your own, you can get nothing. You can push it to 7 figures. It's up to you. If you don't know what 7 figures is, count them out. And you'll be like, oh. Oh, 7 figures. A lot of people say, I'm going to win the lottery and I get my 7 figures. You can work and you can get start your own business and you can get 7 figures too. I had somebody tell me, oh yeah, when I retire, I'm going to get 6 figures because that's in my 401k. Some people are making 6 figures a year right now. So they don't have to wait till they get old to get them 6 figures. They're making it. But if you don't think that far and you don't think that your business can make 6 figures, you just wait on your retirement. Because it seems like you got to wait to get way up there. When you really, if you get on your shit, you really ain't got to wait to get to them 6 figures. But that's just real grown people talk. Not something people can't take from you once you get it. Exactly. It is sometimes I just have a lot of people come up to me with stuff and I'm like, oh, lead them the way. And then it stopped being a priority and then it just dies with them. And you be like, dang, like with the hair truck, the hair salon, mobile hair salon. I suggested that to somebody and we went deep on that thing. She never did it. Maybe she will, but she didn't. But Nene did, and that thing is banging. Robert, stop waiting on someone that might not be there. Exactly. And people say, God got me. But they don't step out on that dang on faith, do they? Do they? They wait on Captain Saverhole to come into her life and then help her build her business. When God gave her the knowledge right there the entire time of what to do. How to do it. Start it. Just keep going. Even the stuff you don't know, you will learn. But you waiting on him. Him Whoever this dude is. Next thing you know, 2 years later, y'all done broke up and you still ain't started what God dropped on you 3 years ago. Just waiting on him. I can go on for days with that. But anyway, y'all, I'm getting hungry. So, I'm going in there to warm up me some rotisserie chicken that I bought from Publix yesterday. Some mixed vegetables. And I got a cold, sweet watermelon that I bought from the lady. This lady is on Edgewood Avenue going towards the Paxson area. Across the street from the Family Dollar. I don't know what street it is. It's on the corner. That lady had the best watermelon in town. That's the only place I even buy my watermelon. And I got a cold, juicy, seeded one. The seeded ones is the sweetest. So that's what I'm getting ready to go and warm me some rotisserie, eat me some mixed vegetables, and some watermelon. I'm excited. Okay, Stephanie said Captain Save-A-Ho. Exactly. They be waiting on Captain Save-A-Ho around here turning gray. Waiting on him instead of just save themselves. Like I say, save your damn self. Don't be waiting on nobody. All right, y'all. This was a good talk. I need to warm my food, and I need to take this dang on class that I ain't took because I'm just sitting up here talking. This one will be on YouTube. Just let you know. Talk to everybody later. Oh, don't forget, you all that are there, go to my YouTube page right now. Just type in Kitty's Custom Cleaning in the search. Pink and White Kitty's going to come up. Just hit subscribe. I need to get to 1,000 users. Kitty's Custom Cleaning on YouTube. Kitty's Custom Cleaning on IG. Go to Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. And subscribe to my YouTube page. Hey, Cynthia. Please do that for me. That really helps. It helps my business. Because my link to my YouTube is on my website too. And my Instagram. So please just subscribe to my page. Tell your friends. If you know anybody that's sitting by you that got a cell phone, just have them subscribe to my page. Anywhere you go, if you see somebody you think about it, just ask them to subscribe. It don't cost nothing and it take 5 seconds. Help Kitty's Custom Cleaning get up to 1,000 viewers. 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. And go to my Instagram page and just click the follow. All right? Thank you very much. Love you, girl. Love you. I love all y'all. This was a good talk. I done talk myself while I'm hungry. I will see y'all later. Kitty Talk Friday with Nene. We'll be back in full effect. And also, look out for the near future. Kitty Talk After Dark for grown people, where we discuss real adult situations. Kitty Talk After Dark probably going to come on about 9, 10, something like that. But it will be a Kitty Talk After Dark. Talk to you later.